Good morning, Southern California. Welcome to the show. Host Fred Arnold. I'm on with journalist Stephen Peeples. Stephen Peeples, you've done a lot. So I'm going to read a few of these. Original award-winning producer of the Lost Lennon tapes.
Yes.
And that was radio series Westwood One. I do want to highlight, you did quite a bit of writing for KHTS-AM 1220, KHTS News.
Yes, I was on the news staff for a while.
Yeah, SCV News. And so...
And also the Signal.
Yep, I know you from all over town. So when you called, I'm like, great. Well, tell me more about Pet Me Happy Treats, because it's something you've created. Tell us about the inspiration behind it.
Well, a couple of years ago, I decided that it was time to retire from a 40-year media career. Mm-hmm. So around the same time, I was looking for something creative to do. And my wife...
Your creativity never came out. It never left you, right?
Well, that's how I express myself.
Right.
That's how I stay sane, as I find these ways to be creative. But anyway, my wife and I were thinking about getting a dog because both the kids are gone. So we were thinking about getting a dog. At the same time, I was retiring. At the same time, we heard a news report on NBC about how Americans spend $64 billion with a B on their pets every year.
They do.
So my wife and I just kind of looked at each other and we thought, well, if we can get a nano percentage of that, we're going to be good. At the same time, my wife and I have been eating much healthier. Our eating habits and our lifestyles have changed for the better quite a bit in the last few years. So we're inveterate readers of ingredients on the food that we buy. We started doing that with dog treats and flipped out because the ingredients are pretty heinous. I wouldn't want to feed that stuff to my pet. So we came up with this idea to create an all-natural recipe for a dog treat, which we did. And we did quite a bit of research and development, starting with ourselves in our kitchen in Canyon Country. And we developed a treat that went over well with senior dogs, with young dogs. Didn't have any digestive issues. And so we moved forward. We found an artisan baker in LA County who would not compromise our 10-ingredient, all-natural recipe and bake them in quantity. So we did that. We brought them to market about a year ago, and we're rocking now.
Love it, love it. So it's creating an all-natural artisan dog treat with Oregon Blueberries. Let's talk about, because there's some antioxidants, there's some health.
Exactly. Blueberries have antioxidants, they have vitamin C, they have a lot of good health properties for dogs, just as they do for people.
Well, do dogs love it?
Yes. Yeah. Yes. My dog Lennon here, who's taking a nap and being very nice here, loves them. And the success rate, I would say, is about 99%.
Love it.
With dogs. And we even have some humans who tell us how much they like them.
So let's talk about the green tea and chamomile that's in it.
Yes, those are some of the ingredients that we included to help provide a slightly calming aspect.
I kind of like that. I like calming. We have one dog that he barks no matter what when I can walk in the door. And Chewy, it's me. So calming would be good.
Calming is good. Some dogs are just naturally hyper. You don't want to get into giving them doggy downers or anything like that. But there are natural.
Here's a Dramamine.
There are natural things that you can use to help calm your doggy down, and so some of the ingredients in our recipe are specifically for that.
Let's talk about then digestive system of the dogs.
Yes. Well, the primary complaint that we had when we were doing our market research and talking with other dog owners was that the treats created gas. That their dogs, their dogs would fart.
Right.
And this was not good. So we wanted to make sure that our recipe did not have that effect.
Was that you kids or was that the dog?
Yeah, exactly. So that was one of the things that we were very very adamant about in developing our recipe was to make sure that it had no adverse effect on digestive systems, because we wanted it to be good for young dogs, for senior dogs, for dogs with sensitive digestive systems, because we get a lot of that from customers. Oh, my dog can't eat that because he's on a special diet, or doesn't like this, or well, try them. Yeah. The bottom line is these are healthy treats. There's nothing that's going to make them fattening. There's nothing that's going to hurt them. And even trainers that we know, that we did some research and development with dog trainers where we went to their classes and we gave their clients a bunch of treats, and the trainers are using them because they can use as many as they want in the course of training without worrying about the dog putting on weight, or without worrying about the dog having diarrhea or stinking up the place by farting. Yeah. I'm sorry to be so gross, but these are things that dog people think about and talk about.
Well, also the vitamin E helps ease their joints.
Yes, the vitamin E is great for joint health, but it's also a great natural preservative. So the vitamin E in tocopherols helps extend the shelf life of our product. So it actually will be on the shelf and be good for a year and a half, as opposed to a few weeks or a couple of months, which some other treats recipes have that limitation. But that was another consideration, was shelf life.
Shelf life, yeah. Those that want to, we're out of time already. Those that want to get your product and really test it out for their dog.
Absolutely. We're at petmehappy.com for everybody in the known universe, but here in Santa Clarita, we're in 3 retail outlets.
Which are?
We're at Canyon Pet Center in Canyon Country. We're at Happy Pets Veterinary Center in Valencia, and we're at Shelter Hope Pet Shop at the mall on the first floor just outside the Sears store. So, and locals can see us and meet Lennon this Friday night at the Valencia Jazz and Blues Festival, and tonight we're going to be at Wolf Creek for the Pints and Paws event. So
Pints
come on,
and Paws.
Pints and Paws. Hey, beer and dogs, I'm there.
Thanks for coming in.
All right, thank you, Fred.
It was great to see you again.
You too.
Yes, and to your success, to your entrepreneurship, and enjoy. I hope you sell a lot.
Thank you very much.
Hope we can be a part of promoting it. Ladies and gentlemen, Pet Me Happy Treats, Artisan Dog Treats with Oregon Blueberries. I hope you enjoyed this on KHTS. Host Fred Arnold on AM 1220 KHTS.